Hello, welcome to the show. So, this is the first guest of the new year, Heather Freeman. She is the founder of Coffee Mom Repeat, which is a social media brand where she has over 850,000 followers. So, her bread and butter is Facebook. And on this episode, she's going to share how she creates content, how she got started, how she monetizes, how she got up to six figures with this Facebook brand. And if you hear a little baby in the background, that's her adorable son who was not interested in taking a nap. Hey, that's mom life, right? So you are really going to enjoy this episode and stay tuned because you do not want to miss it. Welcome to Momatize Your Passion, the podcast for moms looking to make money from their passions while making a positive impact in the lives of others. I'm Tara Lon, content strategist and certified life coach. I want to help you leverage the power of content creation, organic marketing, and goal setting so you can turn your God-led passion and purpose into profit. My prayer is that you'll find inspiration from God, encouragement, and practical ways to momatize your passion. So before you started this successful brand, what were you doing? Like, what's your background?
I worked part-time as an insurance agent. And my ex-husband and I, we traveled the country in an RV.
So you were working remotely as an insurance agent during that time?
At the time, we were stationed there for about 6 months. So I was able to get out of the house, and we were supposed to be there long term. So we're kind of supposed to be in a permanent location. And that ended up getting uprooted.
Now, when you were doing the insurance agency work, were you thinking, oh, I want to start something on the side? I have other passions and other things that I want to pursue. Like, what was your mindset back then?
100%. I knew that I didn't want to work for somebody else. I didn't want, a big thing for me is having the freedom to just randomly decide, I want to go to Europe and not have to answer to anyone. Just take my laptop and let's go. I also wanted to contribute more to my household to kind of alleviate the burden on my then husband. And I was just thinking, what exactly can I do? So I just kind of brainstormed and, in essence, threw spaghetti at the wall.
And what year was this, Heather?
2015, I want to say.
2015. I think a lot of moms do that and they're trying to figure it out. Like, what were some of the things that you tried before you started your successful business?
My cousin and I, we tried to do an online children's boutique on Facebook. So it was back when the pre-orders were really popular, back when bubble necklaces and, like the boutique style girls' clothes were like gaining popularity. So we tried to do that, and it kind of never took off because we kept getting suppliers that were hit and miss, and we wanted to deliver a quality product to our customers. And also Facebook was still fairly new. Like, I believe I had just transitioned from college students to everybody. So it was hard to really build our following. So it really didn't last very long.
Like, when did you start the blog? Because I know you have a blog as well.
The blog I started when I rebranded myself, because after the boutique, I started a meme page called Mom's Time Out, and it was just strictly memes. And I was thinking to myself, okay, let's do something with this. And it kind of grew a little bit more. And I was debating between Mom Wine Repeat or Coffee Mom Repeat, but I felt like coffee was more inclusive because not everybody indulges, I guess you can say. So after that started growing, then I decided to start the blog and the website. We were living in Arkansas at the time. I want to say that was 2018.
I feel like a lot of moms, they do start with some sort of content creation when they're trying to figure out like what they want to do. Do you feel like that's what happened to you, or did you start a business and then you started creating content? Like, how did that dynamic look for you?
I didn't really start creating my own content until a few years ago when content creation started to get a lot bigger. Influencing started to get bigger. Before then, it was a lot of just sharing everybody else's memes because they were super popular and it was easy to gain more followers and interaction that way. And then I also kind of brought in the affiliate marketing to that and just sharing products. And like I said, it wasn't up until a few years ago that I started doing my own pictures of stuff, me using the products and everything like that, doing videos.
Yeah. So I know like just for a lot of moms, they're still just trying to figure it out. Like when did it happen for you where you're like, okay, this is a business that actually is going to take off? I can see their success at the end of the road for this business. Like what did that dynamic look like?
When I shared a viral video of like this ridiculous 80s facial exercise, and I went from 4,000 to 100,000 followers seemingly overnight. And then I sat and I thought to myself, wow, how do I capitalize on this? Because that's at the time for me, that was a lot of followers.
Yeah.
And a lot of people wanting to know what I was thinking and everything else. So I started to kind of look into different ways to capitalize on that. And my cousin's husband was telling me a little bit about the affiliate marketing. And he was doing a little bit of it with reviewing lawnmowers, I think, on a website. And I just I signed up for the Amazon Associates program because that's all that was really available at the time. And I just did a ton of research and pushed it out there and started making money. And I'm like, okay, this seems limitless. Let's see how much more I can do.
Wow. So it was a viral post on Facebook?
Yeah,
Now, was that always your platform of choice? Facebook, that's where you created content or you produce content?
that is my main one. Simply because when I first started out, that was kind of the only platform that was really available. Instagram hadn't really taken off yet, and MySpace was dead and done for. So I just
Well,
kind of stayed on Facebook.
yeah. Well, I feel like for Facebook, you kind of have to stay on it for the algorithm to work in your favor. Because,
Yes, and the algorithm is always changing.
yes. But because
It's
you've been on it for so long, I feel like maybe, do you feel like you have a rhythm with Facebook or is it still hit or miss?
No, it's still hit or miss. I'll be doing good and getting like super engagement for days and days and days and then dead. And then I have to go back and rethink, what did I do? I know that if I post a link in my the caption, Facebook doesn't like that. They will throttle my posts for a few days until it like, I don't know, shifts out of their system or something. But it's my biggest struggle with this is Facebook's ridiculous algorithm.
Well, I feel like they're all ridiculous, even Instagram. You never know.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Great. So you create your own content now,
Some. I still share the memes.
but you're still creating content, even sharing the memes. I feel like you're still producing or
Yeah.
creating content. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So you're on Facebook primarily. So going back to when that Facebook post went viral, were you monetized at that point, or did you feel like you
No,
lost out? So you lost out on a lot of
a lot of money.
potential
Yeah.
income.
Yeah, what year was it that I got monetized? It was only a few years ago that I finally got monetized and I was doing really well with it at first. And then Facebook's algorithm, because they don't pay you unless people engage. And if your content isn't being pushed out there for people to engage, you're not getting paid. So I would have like, I think my best month with Facebook was like $5,500 and my lowest month was like 400. So it's just like a huge gap that I
Yeah.
can't seem to figure out.
Yeah. But you still have managed to make six figures on
Yeah.
Facebook. So,
Yeah.
so why don't you share some of your secrets with us? Maybe there's some moms who are thinking about Facebook as a platform to monetize content. Like, what do you do?
A lot of it is the affiliate marketing. And
Hmm.
from the affiliate marketing with Amazon, I've earned an income, but it's also opened doors with companies like Mavely. I don't know if you've heard of Mavely. They allow me to share other stores and link them like Target, Walmart, Kohl's. It's just like hundreds of stores that I can link without having to go to each um, company individually and trying to find out their affiliate program. But they also offer bonuses, which has been real great. And they also offer me brand partnerships. So all year long, I'm pretty sure it's been all year long, all of 2024, I've been offered a partnership with Walmart that has paid me substantially.
Mm.
So they'll tell me their campaign parameters, what they're looking for, how many photos, the time frame they want the photos done in. Sometimes they'll send me a spreadsheet of it has to be these specific items, or like their Walmart delivery service. And I put the content out there and then they pay me. And then I also, in addition to that, this actually like started off as me trying to get rid of them. But a lot of sellers on Amazon, once they see that you are posting links and you have engagement, they'll reach out to you like in your personal inbox on Facebook and be like, hey, I have these coupon codes. Can you share them? And at first I didn't realize exactly what it was. So I'm like, just trying to remember, I'm like, yeah, $10 a post for it. And I figured they'd be like, I'm not paying. No, that's been a big source of income for me too, because I will charge them to post almost like an advertising fee.
Yeah.
And they offer packages as well. But their products on Amazon have to meet certain criteria because I'm not going to push something to my followers that has like a 2% rating. I'd rather have something that's really high. So I'm going to have those repeat customers for myself and they're going to be satisfied and they trust my judgment.
Yeah. Yeah. Like anytime you're promoting, you want to make sure it's something that you actually believe in, the product or
Right, exactly.
especially if you're promoting it to your audience.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're doing everything. You're like, I've spoken to some influencers or content creators where they have a manager who's managing everything for them. So it sounds like you're actually managing and doing it all yourself. Is that correct?
I have all the hats.
You have all the hats. Like you're the assistant, you're the CEO, the CFO, you're everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, have you thought about outsourcing like to a manager? Would that be beneficial or is it better to do it all on your own?
At one point, I did consider hiring maybe an account executive to pitch me to brands so I could get more contracts and they could handle the in between and I just create the content. But I kind of put that on the back burner. Life this year has just been life, and I hope 2025 is better and maybe I can hire someone in that position. But
Yeah.
no, I haven't thought of hiring a manager.
Yeah. Because I feel like because of, your brand and how many followers you have, like managers, like they would probably love to have an influencer like yourself to manage. But
Maybe I'll research
it costs money too because you have to pay them,
Yes.
I'm sure, a hefty percentage of whatever it is that you get.
Yeah, probably.
So Facebook is your platform of choice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
do you have that's where you post the most?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any long form platforms that you are considering because I thought I read somewhere that you had a podcast. Did I make that up?
I've wanted to start a podcast.
Oh, okay.
I have like a microphone and everything, but I just haven't I don't want it to just be me talking. I want it to have like someone whose personality clicks with mine and we just kind of like banter back and forth and it's fun for the audience. But the one person I had in mind, she admitted she would love to do it, but there isn't enough time. But other than that, no, it's just Facebook. I have an Instagram, but I don't hardly use it because I don't understand Instagram. Honestly, their algorithm makes even less sense than Facebook's.
Yeah.
TikTok, I'm not real big into standing there dancing, so I never really got into that.
Yeah. So Facebook is what it is. Now, do moms come up to you and ask for your advice as far as like how to do what you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get a lot of people in my inbox and a lot of people saying, "Oh, you should sell a course." But I mean, if you really think about it, if I sold a course, it's against the TOS of a lot of the companies that I work with. If I share,
really?
Like Amazon looks very down on it.
Now, why? Why would they look down upon you selling your own course?
I'm not exactly sure. That's just what I've been reading everywhere when I've considered it. And then two, I don't want to sell something to someone that worked for me, but may not work for them because they have a different niche. They have different times that they post and everything else. And so I'm willing to give advice. Like people ask me, "Oh, how do you do what you do?" Throw spaghetti at the wall. Like that's really all it is. Do it. Push it out there. Read. I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, because I've been in this space for over 10 years. I've had my blog, Tinseltown Mom, for over 10 years. I've had my podcast for 5 years. I feel like when I look back at some of the other quote unquote mommy bloggers or people who've started, like when I started, like a lot of them have not stayed the course and they've either abandoned their brand. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it is very hard. But I feel like sometimes, like once you get your niche down, like your core audience, then I feel like it gets easier. Like once you kind of refine who you're
Mhm.
targeting, what it is that you have to offer, and how you can help people. And I think sometimes
Right.
it takes people a long time to get to that point of like they really feel like they got it. Like, do
Yeah,
you feel like that happened for you?
yeah, and also you have to feel comfortable with what you put out there, comfortable with what you share. My followers have become a community, a giant family for me. Like they've been there through my highs and lows in life. They've come to me for advice. I've come to them for advice. We've cried together. We've laughed together. So it's just it's great.
So, can you take us through, let's say, what does a typical day of creating content look like? I know it's not
There
typical.
is no typical day. Well, typically I'll wake up in the morning, hopefully before the kid,
Yeah.
and make my coffee. And then I'll like jump on, check my emails, see what needs to be done. I'll start posting my links in my Facebook group that I have because I have a group designated specifically to shopping. That's one way I've gotten around the algorithm. It's
Mm.
specifically for shopping. That's exactly what people are there for. And then he'll typically wake up. I'll take care of him for a few hours, play, learn, and then I'll just get on sporadically as I can. If I have specific photos that need to be done, I try to do it during nap time. Otherwise, you're going to have a photo bomber. uh, any videos that I make, because I've done some cooking videos in the past. So it'll just be done as I'm making dinner. Uh, I'm trying to trying to think because every day is just so
Yeah.
different.
Let's say a brand has hired you to create content for them. Like, what is that? What is your strategy there? Because people think creating content is so easy. You just upload a video and it's, you know what I mean? But they
Oh
don't
gosh, no!
understand
You
like the
spend
editing.
20 minutes to make a 1 minute video.
Yeah, exactly. There's editing, there's getting in all the right
Voiceover.
frames. There's so much.
Yeah,
So let's say
moving
a
your
brand is
camera.
hiring you. Let's say Walmart's like, okay, I need you to do a post. Like, what does that day look like, I guess?
Well, depending on what the post is, if it's for a while, like I said, they wanted me to push their Walmart Plus delivery, which is great. I use it pretty much every day. So I just place my order, I'd wait for it to arrive, and then I would set my tripod up outside and take a picture of me kind of like bending over to get pick up my bags. And I take several of them, choose the best one. And then I would sometimes they would send me pre-written blurbs. Other times I would have to create my own with the specific hashtags that they need, and then I would just post it, copy the link, and send it over them for payment.
And how long does that take you?
Oh gosh, probably an hour and a half start to finish.
Okay. Because it
Yeah.
sounds so simple, even the way you're saying it, but it still takes time just to do that one little
Yeah.
30-second video.
Yeah.
So regarding affiliates, because I have a lot of affiliates, and some of them I'm kind of having to rethink if it makes sense. Because
Mhm.
for the most part, I feel like when you have affiliates, the payment is such a small percentage unless you're partnering with someone who, they pay a decent amount
Yeah.
and you have a relationship with them. How do you find the right affiliates? Like even Amazon, I'm an Amazon associate as well. And it's so minuscule, what they
Gosh,
pay.
were you an Amazon associate pre-COVID?
Was I pre-COVID? I don't no, I think it was after COVID. Was it better pre-COVID?
Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
was making easily $16,000 to $20,000 a month with Amazon pre-COVID.
per
Not
month?
even joking. Yes. And once COVID hit, they dropped our commissions 80%.
I remember when the commissions dropped. I do remember that.
They dropped so much. It was astonishing. And that's kind of when I had to go seek out other ones. Like I did Brand Cycle and Shop Style for, I think it's Collective Voice now, for a while. But that really hurt. So I'll still promote Amazon because a lot of people shop on it.
Yeah.
But I'm more likely, like, if Amazon and Walmart have the same product for the same price, Walmart pays me 10%, Amazon pays me 3%. I'm
Yeah.
going to post the Walmart link.
Right. Right. Yeah. It may have been during COVID because I do remember when something came out about the percentages.
Yeah, working so hard to make sure, like, hey, toilet paper is back in stock. Everybody run and grab it. Like, it wasn't just helping me, it was helping everybody else. And it kind of felt
Yeah.
like almost like a slap in the face, because I was working harder for them. And
Right. It's almost like they got really oversaturated. Maybe during that
yes,
time is when they got oversaturated.
I think in general, the Amazon Associates and Influencer program is really oversaturated at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even though I am a part of their affiliate, but again, I feel like it's so minuscule. So how do
Yeah.
you go about do you seek out affiliates or are people now just coming to you?
No, they come to me. I think I'm just finally reached the point where they come to me, and then I'll kind of vet vet the company and stuff. Is it something a website that I trust,
Right.
that I've shopped for before?
Yeah. So how many affiliates do you have? Would you say?
I use mainly just Amazon and then Mavely, because Mavely, like I said, they have hundreds of stores that I can link for a commission. Sorry. He's running around the table.
He's definitely not ready for a nap.
No, either that or he's ready to crash.
Now, what are some other ways that you monetize besides affiliate? Is that it? Just affiliate marketing?
Affiliate, the brand partnerships. I am monetized with Facebook.
Now, when you say monetize with Facebook, how do you monetize with Facebook?
You have to be invited to it. Once you reach a certain amount of followers or a certain amount of engagement, they invite you to Luigi, please stop. They invite you to their program. So I just accepted that, and then they pay me just based off my engagement.
And how many posts do you do per week?
I try to post. I post probably 6 or 7 times a day.
Oh my goodness!
Well, a lot of it is just like, yes, a lot of it's like relatable memes. Right now, I'm in the middle of a Walmart partnership where I have to post for 10 days. So I'll wake up. That's my first post of the day. They wanted me to focus on fashion this month, so it's me wearing clothes that I found at Walmart promoting them. But a lot of it's memes. Since it's Christmas time, I have cookie recipes on my blog, so I've been trying to share those because depending on the traffic I get to my blog, I get Google AdSense. It's a lot of pots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
He's so cute. Hi, Luigi.
Can you say hi?
Do you want to take a nap? Aren't you sleepy?
You want to go night-night?
Are you sleepy? You look like a model. Like you could be a little baby model. He wants to be an influencer like his mom.
Oh my gosh, my daughter is all about it. When she was younger, brands would send her items and she'd be like, oh, Mama, do I have any promos today? And she'd like put on her best dress and hold them, or like she got a lot of dresses from companies and clothes, and she'd put on, she'd be out there,
Oh, I love it. How old is your daughter?
She'll be 12 next month.
Yeah, so I remember my boys are teenagers, but I would always include them with brand sponsorships. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of brands will want me to sponsor a post on my blog or my social media, and I would always include them in that. And I always encourage moms to try to include your kids in what you do.
Yeah, because that's real life.
Yeah, exactly. And then they get paid too. Like I would give them a percentage of whatever it is I got paid. So it was
I put they have an UTMA IRA. So whatever portion of the fee, like I'll split it with them. I'll put that right in their IRA for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So what advice would you give to, let's say there's a mom out there, she's trying to figure it out for herself. She knows that she wants to create content and help people with whatever it is that she's sharing, or maybe she wants to use her passions to create content, but she doesn't know where to start. Like, what would you say to that mom?
I would tell her to do a bunch of research, like research stuff you don't think you would need to research. For content creation, especially videos, if she want to do videos, I highly recommend CapCut because it's super easy to use. Splurge for the pro version because you unlock so many more features. And then just put it out there. Some things will be amazing and some things won't be. And more than likely, it'll be the video that you weren't confident in that's going to take you all the way. But stay consistent with it. If you fail, learn from those failures and don't be afraid to try again. Just keep trying, keep pushing, because success isn't going to happen overnight. This takes a lot of work. It's not get rich quick. But you just have to keep trying, even on the days when you don't want to. And feel free to reach out to other influencers. A lot of them are more than willing to share their stories, their tips and tricks, and follow them too. See what they're doing. Maybe they're pushing a certain sort of content that's really viral right now that you didn't realize.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Heather, for being here. Now, where can people find you if they want to know more about you and what you do?
I am on Facebook. My large page is Coffee Mom Repeat. My Facebook group is What Heather Found. And then I have my blog, coffeemomrepeat.net. And I'm also on Instagram at Coffee Mom and Repeat.
Thanks so much for listening today. I hope you got some valuable information that will help you in your journey. If you did, would you do me a favor and share this with another mom who could also use this? As you know, my platform is meant to be a blessing to mothers, so any support from you would be so appreciated. Until next time.